Hey, welcome to Code with Omar. This is the first video here on the channel. So it's gonna be a video for beginners which want to learn how to install a development tool to write the first code. Okay, so let's do it together. Uh, which tool should we use? Imagine I am starting today. I wanna do some C code. So the most common tool someone can hear about is Visual Studio Code. So let me download Visual Studio Code for us here. And I will download the version for my OS, right? So my OS today is Ubuntu. So I will click here. It's going to download it for me. I already did to speed up this a little bit. So it's here. And then I will install it. Okay, let me just bring this up to this side. This is the Ubuntu version. Let me open this with the software install application. Let's install it. Here. Where is it? Installed. Okay, let me open it. VS Code here. Okay, so it's running here. Let me just bring it to this side of the screen so you guys can see it. So it's usually it comes up with this wizard here where you can choose the theme and other things for your environment here, right? So I like to change the theme here. I want the dark modern theme here because it's better for me. Then we can move to the next section, which is giving us the opportunity to select some extensions to cover the languages we want to use. Like I said, I'm a newbie. I want to do my or write my first C code. So I will pick up the C extension there. Right, it's showing up here on the left hand side. I will hit install. It's coming up. Yes, let me see, installing, come on. So, and this is how all the extensions will come up for you guys. There is a button here, you can just hit here and it will bring the extension, a list of extensions you already have installed, and then you can search here and find new extensions. Okay, so let me close here, it will continue installing. Then we can just move on to the next thing. So if you never had installed any compiler for C on your computer, you can just follow those steps here, right? Let me see if I have something installed. Yeah, I already have the compiler installed. It's GCC, okay. I'm running, again, Linux here, so it's gonna be GCC. All right, then I can go to the next option here, create a C++ file. All right, then I will do this manually with you guys. Okay, and then how to run and debug. That's also something I will do with you guys. So let's do code. The name of the channel is Code with Omar. So let's do some code. Let me close this guy. Let me see if this is installed. It's installed. So pretty good, pretty good. Now let's create our first C code here all together. All right, so Visual Studio Code allows me to open a folder where I can organize my code, right? So for our first code here, we will just create a new folder on my desktop. I'm gonna call it the first one. All right, so the first one will be here. So Let me now go into Visual Studio Code and open that folder. It's on desktop, the first one. Open the folder, and then VS Code here will show my folder. It's empty, right? So now I will create a new file here. So I'm gonna call it my app.c. Okay, all right. So this is my first C file. It's empty, so no C language there. As you guys may know, every programming language has an entry point for the execution of the code. In C, the entry point is the function called void many. Okay, so that's it. This is my first code. Okay, Valmar, but it's not doing anything, right? Because there is no text here. No, there is no text between the curly brackets, so there is no action happening. But I can compile this code and see if the environment is okay. To compile my C code, I can hit this button over here, all right? If you click on the arrow, it gives you some options. So I will hit run C++. Visual Studio Code will ask me, okay, which compiler? I wanna pick the first one. So let's see if it compiles. When it compiles, it gives me some outputs. That's it. Now, the code we write here today is not creating a graphical user interface, right? It's the first code. So usually what they teach you at college is that from here we can do some input and output operation, but it's not graphical. Okay, for example, here what I want to do for you guys to see some code running is I'm gonna print something on the terminal. On the terminal, it's gonna show up here on the output. So maybe you guys know, maybe you don't know, but there are some functions in C we can use to print on to the output. So one of the functions is printf, right? Printf, then it's not code I wrote. It's code which belongs to a software library, and then I need to tell to the C compiler here that I want to use the function printf from a library. And how I do that, I have on the C language, I have a special word to tell the compiler that it needs to include a library during the compilation process. So it's including a library here so the compiler can understand the code I wrote. So I know that printf is implemented on a library like this, which stands for standard IO, and then I also know by heart that I can just type a string between anything between quotes is a string. So I can just write something, write a string, any string. Okay. I also know that I can use some special letters along with the backslash here to do something special when I when this string is is printed on the output. I know that backslash n skips a line, So I will just skip one line at the beginning, one line at the end. Okay, and then I need to save my file, and then you can look for the special keys, the shortcuts to save, right? So it was saved there, and now I wanna run again my code. So now I can also hit the button here to run. Okay, so that's what I will do. Run and debug. Now it's running, it's debugging. Let's see what comes out here. Hey, code with Valmor. Yes, code with Valmor. Done. So this is the string, right? If I change my string here, code with Valmor, 1, 2, 3. Let me put more new lines over there, more new lines over here. And then I will hit save again, and then I will run again, and then let's see what comes up here. Code with Valmor 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I remove this and save, it's just running. That's it. No, nothing. Right? It's just done. That's it. So let me keep the text there. Here we go. Yes. Code with Valmor 1, 2, 3. All right, this is the first video. I hope it helps you to do this quick installation and to write your first code there in C. All right, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye-bye.